Hey guys, how's it going? Kermode here. I'm an Ableton teacher at Ableton Certified School, Harbourside Institute of Technology, as well as a content creator, educator, and sound designer at Somatics.fm, and a musician with releases on record labels such as MalLabel and Gravitas recordings. Today I've got a really special tutorial for you guys. I'm going to show you how you can separate both the transient and the body of your drum using a gate. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to be building a super useful rack out of exclusively Ableton Live devices. This rack will save you purchasing expensive third-party transient shapers and can even do things most can't, such as processing the transient and body separately. Make sure to grab it and save it to your library. So I've got my drum here, and the first thing I want to do is I want to drag on a gate to isolate just the transient. So let's drag it on. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to play with the threshold here. Now, for those that don't fully understand a gate, whenever a sound drops below the threshold, it's going to be turned down by the floor value over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this threshold around and we're going to try and get just the initial thwack of the sound. Satisfied? I'm going to turn down the floor so everything below it is turned down an infinite amount. Next, let's head on over to the attack section here and tighten it so we're getting as much of that click as possible. And let's give this some look ahead so the gate has some time to think about it so it can catch even more of that transient. Now we're really isolating that click. Now that I'm happy with that, what we want to do is we want to group the gate and we want to call this the transient. Next, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to duplicate this and call this one the body. Now this is where all the fun begins. Let's head on over to this new duplicate and let's click this flip button here. What this does is it inverts the behavior of the gate so that whenever something goes above the threshold, we are no longer hearing it, and everything below is what we're hearing. So if we solo it, we are getting everything but the transient. If we solo the transient, just the transient. And now if I turn on and off this rack, you'll hear that we have the exact same drum. That's without it. With this rack, sounds identical, but now these two are separated. This is now where the sky becomes the limit. You're able to process this body separately, so you can EQ it, you could compress it, you can distort it, all while preserving these hard-hitting transients in the drums we love so much. This is going to be an incredibly powerful tool for mixing down and creating powerful drums. Now, if you like this, you can grab a custom rack I made for you guys with adjustable threshold and release, separate volumes for the transient and body, as well as some fun effects on just the body of the drum. Let's listen to our beat here as I mangle these knobs so you can see how fun this tool really is. Again, the sky is the limit with this technique. Thanks again, guys. We're Warp Academy. See you guys soon.